The Wapakoneta Redskins have one final tune-up before tournament play begins, and it's here tonight at the Wapakoneta High School Gymnasium as they host the Shawnee Indians. It's yours next on Game Face Ohio.
Welcome to TSC High School Hoops, brought to you by TSC, GA Windsor, Frost Roofing, the Wapakoneta Family YMCA, and by Owen Kitchen and Bath.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome into Wapakoneta High School Gymnasium, where tonight the Redskins will host the Shawnee Indians in a WBL matchup that pits the Redskins at 5-14 and 2-6 inside league play against the Indians, who come in 6-14 and 2-6 inside conference play. I'm Dan Hirn, along with Rick Bowersock, and Rick, two head coaches in their first season at these two schools, and they both come in with very similar records. This should be a pretty good matchup tonight.
Yeah, I've got to believe that both teams think they can win tonight, and that's what makes an exciting game. Plus, we have an outstanding crowd tonight. I'm really surprised at these records. Wapak's always supported their teams, but Shawnee's got a good crowd here too, so that's exciting.
Well, the the Indians come in under head coach Mark Triplett, who is in his first season, as we mentioned. They're coming off a 75-64 win over Fort Recovery, a game in which Jalen O'Neill threw in 30 points, 21 of those points coming from the free throw line, so he converts in those situations.
Yes, he's become a nice player for as young as he is, and he'll be a thorn in the side for the Redskins if we foul him. That'll be for sure.
Jaquan Tucker threw in 12 points for the Indians in that ball game, although they did give up 30 points to Elijah Kalig for Fort Recovery. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Shawnee Indians as they come into tonight's ball game. So there you see it, 3 seniors in that starting lineup. But Rick, as you look at that, the two guys that they rely on a lot for scoring, O'Neill and Tucker, are not seniors.
Right, that's they're their best players as far as scoring the basketball, but they're seniors. Now this is Wapak and Shawnee. They're just right down the road from each other, so it's kind of a rivalry. But those seniors will be out to play hard tonight.
For the Redskins, they come in 5-14, as we mentioned, under first-year head coach Doug Selby. They're coming off a 57-38 loss to St. Henry, a game in which they shot just 21% from outside the arc. That's kind of hard to overcome.
Right, they hung in there over at St. Henry for a half, but they just didn't shoot the ball well enough to stay in it. And I'm sure they're looking to get a win going into the tournament.
Their starting lineup looks like this. Conversely to Shawnee, not any seniors in the starting lineup tonight for the Redskins.
Yeah, so Cody Morgan, Henderson, and Metz, pretty much the go-to guys offensively. Crawford's really been improving lately, and Ethan Good's getting another start at the point guard, and he's improving every game. So look for the Redskins to have a good one tonight.
Redskins, even in that loss to St. Henry, showed that they can play some shutdown defense, because for 6 minutes in the second quarter, they held St. Henry scoreless. Unfortunately, offensively, they weren't able to get things going, and they fell in that ball game 57-38. But that was a game outside of league play, coming late in the season, that I think Coach Selby kind of wrote off and is able to focus on league play and getting ready for the tournament.
Right, he's got a chance if they win tonight, and a couple people ahead of them lose. They could get all the way up for a tie for 6th in the league, and that's not bad.
The ball will come down to the Indians, and a wide open look from the corner is off the mark, but a good rebound there by Vernon, and back up and in.
All right, they outnumbered on the backside there. Keaton Metz had one screened out, but they had somebody else over there. I don't know what happened, whether the Redskins got lost or what.
Redskins work it around the perimeter. Underneath they go, and that ball is going to go out of bounds off the hands of Adam Henderson. Henderson's going to be counted on for some scoring tonight for the Redskins.
Yeah, I'm sure that when we get that ball down inside to him on that right block, he's pretty good down there.
Indians with the ball. Bowersock will hand it over in the corner to Brock, and his shot is off the mark, but another rebound for Vernon, and they're going to whistle him for the push-off there.
A little bit of a shove there from out of position. Something this drives coaches nuts when you're not in position and you try to get a rebound.
So a 2-0 lead for the Indians as the Redskins bring it down court for the second time tonight. Henderson with a nice pass to the baseline, and the first 2 points of the night for the Redskins come off the hands of Keaton Metz.
That's good. Good offense there.
Another shot from the corner, and that one is off the mark for Tucker, but the rebound for Shawnee, and that shot up and good for Trey Brock.
That's a third offensive rebound by the Indians in 3 trips.
Coach Triplett talked about before the ball game that if this Shawnee team does not come out and shoot well at the beginning, it hurts their confidence, and they have a hard time overcoming that. But so far, they have been able to get the second chance buckets. Metz to the baseline. His first shot won't go, but he gets his own board and puts it back up and in.
Keaton's did a nice job of taking that ball to the basket and getting him in where he can finish it.
So Metz with the first 4 points of this game for the Redskins. O'Neal with a drive on the baseline. His shot off the side of the backboard, and the rebound collected by Henderson. Redskins push it back up the other way, and that shot blocked in the lane as Good tried to go up for it. Bowersock will try the 3, and he got it.
Good looking shot there. Jumped right up and shot it in. Shawnee been mixing up man-to-man and a little 2-3 zone. They're going out of the zone back to the man here.
That's a defense that Coach Selvey was expecting. Crawford backing down the lane, kicks it back outside. Henderson with a drive. He'll throw it off the glass, and he has 2.
He just loves that position on the floor. He's hard to stop.
The pace of this game has been upbeat so far. O'Neal with it, will try the long 3, and he drilled it.
Well, the offense has been pretty good. I'm not sure it's because of personnel or if the defense is just that bad. Pretty wide open looks, and Redskins are getting layups.
Well, so far it has the makings of a fun game to watch. Here's Metz. Throws up the jumper from the right side. It won't go, and the rebound pulled down by O'Neal. He pushes it up court. Tucker will try the 3 from the from the left. It's no good. The rebound corralled in the corner, and Bowersock will throw it off of Ethan Good and out of bounds back to the Indians.
It's the 4th offensive rebound in this game in the first 3.5 minutes.
That has to be something that is concerning Coach Selvey. Tucker will try another 3. It's no good. The rebound, down to Wapak and Morgan. And Morgan is going to be fouled going in for the shot. No, they're going to call that on Morgan. So the foul goes against the Redskins. Alec Temple will check into the ball game, a 6'8" senior. Try and get you another look at that as you see Morgan driving the right side of the lane. And then that ball slapped away by O'Neal.
I think they got him when he dipped his head and shoulder into the defensive player.
So Shawnee again with the ball. Vernon over to O'Neal. O'Neal tries the baseline, gets shut off. Under 4 minutes to play now.
Redskins in a zone this time.
3 ball on the way for Vernon, and he got it. Thad Vernon with his first points of the night, his second bucket tonight. He now has 5. Good with a dribble into the lane, looking for help. Kicks it back outside. They work it to the corner, and a 3 on the way for Wapak. It's not there. And a good, strong rebound by Brock. To the other end, and he lays it off the glass. And just like that, a 15-6 lead for the Indians, and that's going to prompt a timeout on the Wapak bench. We'll take a timeout as well. 3:12 left in the first quarter, and the Indians have jumped out to a lead early. You're watching high school basketball on Game Face Ohio.
High-speed internet.
TSC offers 5 high-speed internet packages, and we have one that's just right for you, no matter how much or how little you use the internet.
24/7 free local technical support, and if you require a service call, you'll be pleased to know that we keep our appointments.
Bundle your high-speed internet with your phone and cable and save big money with our Emerge plan.
Ask about high-speed internet from TSC today.
Give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
When you see an orange truck, you think G.A. Windsor & Son Company. But the next time you see an orange G.A. Windsor & Son truck, we want you to think green. Why green? Because G.A. Windsor & Son are the original recyclers. Using a modern fleet of trucks, G.A. Windsor & Son Company collects food co-products from restaurants, food retailers, and food manufacturers in Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, and Kentucky. These food co-products are used to manufacture quality livestock and pet care feed ingredients. So the next time you see an orange G.A. Windsor & Son truck, think green.
Back after the timeout here, an 8-0 run by Shawnee, prompting a timeout from the Wapak bench. With 3 minutes to play now, the Indians with a 15-6 lead.
Indians come out in a 1-3-1 little half-court zone. A little switching up here after the timeout. Tell you what, Shawnee has really been efficient offensively. They're obvious to everyone watching that their energy level is a little higher than the Redskins also. But that comes with offense, you know. Create that off your offense, you can create it off defense. And
Henderson creates some space and gets another bucket. That'll give him 4 tonight.
the Redskins have got 4 buckets.
O'Neal tries a 3. That's his second.
We're going to have to get out there and a little pressure on this.
Morgan pushes it to the center. Dish to the baseline. Goes off the hand of Vernon and out of bounds back to the Redskins. I think he was trying to connect with Metz on the baseline there. Substitution for the Redskins as Jarrett Cook comes into the game. Metz will have it near the top of the key. Under 2 minutes to play here. Morgan tries the 3 from the left side. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Tucker. Up court into the lane, and a misguided pass there by Brock ends up as a turnover as Morgan intercepts it. Left side Metz. Kicks it back outside. Now a minute and a half to play. First quarter. 10-0 lead, or excuse me, a 10-point lead for the Indians. Morgan with it, tries the right side of the lane. His pass batted away, but collected by Temple, and then Henderson goes up for the shot, and he is fouled going in.
Good strong take to the basket there by Adam Henderson. Followed with a strong foul.
Foul will be on number 12, Thad Vernon. That's his second. Henderson hits the first foul shot. Couple of subs now for each team. As into the ball game for Shawnee, number 2 Brandon Gaffer, and also number 34 Angelo Fox. Get the Wapak substitutions. Zach Schmergy into the ball game as Henderson knocks down both of those, and also into the game for the Redskins, Aaron Huffman. Move to the hoop. The shot no good by Gaffer, but the rebound is Shawnee, and Bowersock tries the 3, gets his own rebound on the missed 3, and Shawnee will get another chance. Now just 36 seconds left in the first quarter. It's been a fun first quarter of play here, Rick.
Yes. A lot of good action offensively, but Redskins defensively just giving up, you know, at least 6 or 7 offensive rebounds. Been playing man and zone. It doesn't matter. You got to screen somebody out.
Clock is down to 15 seconds now as O'Neal dribbles near the center circle. He dishes off to the right side. Bowersock, he'll go cross court. Now moves to the top of the key, and that shot off the mark. Huffman with the rebound. Morgan will throw up the half quarter, and it's no good as the first quarter comes to a close. After 1 quarter of play, the Indians with the edge here in Wapakoneta. You're watching high school basketball on Game Face Ohio.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Just call on TSC. Part of your community. TSC. It's as easy as it can be.
Telephone, TV, internet too. We make it all so easy for you. Locally owned, fast service and more. We've got what you're looking for.
TSC. Give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Call TSC.
We are state of the art.
We are professional.
Thank you. You're welcome. Have a great day. We are service you can trust.
We are here for you.
With custom fabrication, a variety of roofing options, and exceptional roofing knowledge and expertise, Frost Roofing is committed to providing top-notch quality service on every project. To learn more, visit us online at frost-roofing.com and follow us on social media.
Back here for the start of the second quarter, an 18-10 lead for the Shawnee Indians here in Wapakoneta. Morgan has it near the top of the key for the Redskins. Rick, this game was a 15-6 game with 3 minutes and 12 seconds left in that first quarter, and the Redskins were able to hold the Shawnee to only 3 points the rest of the way through that first quarter. What did they change defensively?
Well, it was a combination of 2 things. They did a little bit better of pressure in the shooter.
Rock tried to jam that one home, didn't get it. The rebound will end up out in the hands of Gaffer, who drills a 3.
See, there's another loose ball, long ball rebound that Shawnee is winning all of those battles. Those loose ball, long ball rebounds, and then they're getting putbacks. That was the difference in the first quarter, was that, the ability for Shawnee to do a nice job on the outside shooters for Wapak. The only baskets they've scored outside of 2 free throws, the other 4 baskets were right at the bucket.
Redskins push it up court. Huffman with it on the left side.
And that's because Shawnee's extending their defense out on the Wapak 3-point shooters. They're able to get it down to that block. Like
underneath
right there.
they go. Schmergy gets shut off, and he kicks it back outside. They'll work it around, and Morgan will try the 3. Got it.
There they went inside, reverse the ball. We got an open shot. Good
That's
offense.
Morgan's first points of the night as O'Neal goes to the opposite end, but he took another extra step in there. Corey Crawford back into the game for the Redskins. He will take, excuse me, that's Metz there with that one, and he has that one slapped away. It'll end up back in the hands of Brock, who throws it off the glass, and he's got 2 more. And for Brock, that's 6. That ball loose up the side court, finally touched by Fox, but it was on the sideline there.
And nobody wanted to grab it.
Right.
Because they didn't know if it was out of bounds or not. Some of them old timers down there in that first row, they've been there for years. They should have grabbed it.
Outside Metz goes left side of the lane, meets up with Fox, and a foul going to be called on that drive there.
Non-shooting foul.
Gafford. That's his first. Henderson with it on the right side. Kicks it back out top to Cook. He takes a drive, tries to dish it underneath to Crawford, but it's poked away by Fox and picked up by Brock for Shawnee. Brock to the foul line, thought about the shot, hands it off. O'Neal will reset. He takes a drive, then kicks it to Brock. Under 6 minutes to play in the half. Shawnee with that 10-point edge can afford to be patient. They lob it underneath. Fox will throw one up in the lane. It won't go, and the rebound pulled down by Morgan.
Good defensive possession that time for Redskins.
Cook tries the 3 from the left side. It's no good. Crawford got a hand on it and can't get the rebound. Now it's slapped away and picked up by Henderson. Morgan with it on the right side. Metz with a drive on the baseline. That ball slapped away, but Henderson picks it up, and he's fouled going up for the shot.
I like the way the Redskins are attacking the basket.
I believe that foul's going to go on Angelo Fox.
I think early on they were worried about, what defense is a Shawnee, and then now they're just getting in that attack mode and creating some of that inside-out action later on.
Tucker back into the game for the Indians, back into the game for the Redskins, Ethan Good. As Henderson not able to connect on that first foul shot. Delivers on this second. He's now got 7 on the night. Indians with the ball with just under 5 to play in the half. Brock with a pass across the lane. The shot up, no good. Brock got the board. And then Metz will collect it, and he is fouled. And that foul's going to go on Brock. That's his first.
Yeah, he got a little overly aggressive there. He got that nice offensive rebound. It missed the putback, and then got frustrated and reached in there. And coach is going to take him out and let him rest a little bit.
So Thad Vernon back into the game as Brock takes a seat. And physically, those two players are very similar in size. Pass into the corner, and it will be off the hands of Henderson and out of bounds. No, they're going to say it was last touched by Fox. Morgan with the drive and then shot. He finds the bank.
Some way he found the bottom of the net.
Coach Triplett talked about the Shawnee team, their offense feeding off their defense. As Fox throws up that jumper from the left side, and it's good.
Right, and tonight they're really they're shooting the ball well too. I like their aggressiveness defensively. They're mixing all kinds of zones, half court and full court pressure, and looking to transition and run just like this.
Foul there by Henderson as Gaffer was headed up for the easy bucket.
They don't have any really tall kids, but they got.
There's a good look at that foul from our floor camera. I believe Tony's on the other end of that camera. Gaffer knocks that one down.
You know, as I was saying, all the Shawnee kids are all about the same size. You know, they're around 6 foot, 6'1", and they're real long and lanky. And all of them are very quick.
Right, I was going to say they all have pretty good speed.
Yeah, and they all handle the ball decent. They're just playing really well right now.
Bowersock back into the game, replacing Gaffer, who hit both of those foul shots, and pushes the Shawnee lead out to 11 with 3:37 to play in the half. Alec Temple back into the game for the Redskins, and he has that ball poked away by Fox. Boy, the Redskins have not been able to get an uncontested pass off tonight. That's the Shawnee defense is really giving them fits.
Right.
Jake Bruns is also into the game for the Redskins. He has the ball top of the key.
I like to see him get some movement against his zones, both personnel and ball. They're just doing a lot of standing around dribbling.
He takes a dribble into the lane, kicks it back out. Morgan will try the jumper. It's no good, and the rebound pulled down by Bowersock. Then a steal. The layup is up and good for Henderson.
Henderson just hanging around there, was very alert and stole a weak pass, finished it off.
O'Neal with a drive into the lane. His shot no good. Tipped around, ends up back in the hands of Shawnee, and a 3-ball up and good for Thad Vernon.
That's just the way it's going for Shawnee. You know, loose ball, like I said earlier, they're getting all the loose balls, and when you play hard, good things happen to you.
Morgan with it. He pushes it up court. Tries to bounce past the Mets, and it goes off the foot of a Shawnee player. It will go out of bounds. It's a 12-point edge for the Indians right now. You take away the second chance points that they've gotten tonight, and the Redskins would be in the lead. Nice move to the hoop by Metz. It's up and good.
Right.
Timeout going to be taken by Wapakoneta with 2:29 remaining here in this second quarter of play. It's just a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. These teams have played even here since the 4:40 mark in the second quarter, 7 points apiece. The Redskins haven't been able to chip away at that lead, though.
Right, and that's give Shawnee credit for that. Like I said, and I've said it a couple of times, offensively they're playing with a lot of composure and a lot of energy. And the confidence, just you can see it just keeps building. Now the Redskins have been able to get it back under control a little bit, and they've been able to get the ball to the basket. I think they have one 3-pointer that they made by Morgan, but if Metz and Henderson can continue and they can move the ball and get it down toward the block and attack the basket, they'll get back in the game here, but they got to get some stops.
O'Neal will bring it up court for the Indians. Tucker back into the game. He had it right side. They work it around to O'Neal. Back outside Bowersock. Tucker will try the 3, and he got it.
Very good set there of offense. A lot of player movement, move the ball around, kick it inside, penetrate, kick it back out, and you knock that 3 down. That's just, that's a clinic right there.
And for Tucker, that's his first points of the night. He's tried about 4 3-pointers so far. That's the first time he's able to connect. Henderson moves into the lane. His shot up, and he got it off the glass. A lot of contact underneath.
Yeah, he knows how to use his body down there. And he's a lot stronger, even though he's a little shorter than these Shawnee kids. He just physically scored there.
He has 11 now. Here's his pick by Metz, and he is going to be fouled.
I think that's what they have to do. They got to get out there and be aggressive defensively.
That's a big foul because for Thad Vernon, that is his 3rd. Yeah, there you see Vernon with a lot of contact. So Mets will go to the stripe here. That's the 17th foul on Shawnee. Shot won't go, but the rebound, Henderson. Now Mets into the lane. Dish to Henderson. Can't get it to fall. Bruns with the rebound for the Redskins, so now they come up with some offensive boards.
There you go. Now things, you know, they got an offensive rebound, a loose ball there.
1 minute to play in the half. Henderson has it on the right side. Morgan with a dribble to the lane. He lays it off the glass.
That's the one thing Shawnee hasn't done tonight, is stop dribble penetration.
So the lead is now 9 for Shawnee. Redskins could use another stop here. Timeout going to be taken by the Indians. With just 30 seconds to play here in the half. Now the Redskins trying to get some stops and get back into this game. Defensively, they've picked it up a little bit here. Not quite as many open looks for the Indians as this game has gone on.
Right, and this has all come from a little bit more intensity, and it comes and goes with this Wapak team this year. And it's, at the end of the year, you know, they need a leader, you know. And I think tonight, I've seen out of Adam Henderson, he's just exhausted himself out there at both ends, and the other kids got to see that and get right in there with him and get the whole flow going, all 5 guys playing like that. Not only is he playing hard and he's active, but he's playing smart too.
Fox will have a move on the baseline. It'll fall as he was able to get inside of Alec Temple for the bucket.
Nice
35-24, excuse me, Rick.
Nice move there.
Runs down the left side of the lane, has that one slapped out of bounds by Fox. Fox is a presence. He has some ups.
Yes, he does. He's kind of passive looking out there, but that block and this move on the baseline down here, the possession before that, is pretty aggressive.
Checking into the game for Shawnee is Griffin Heights. 8 seconds to play. Morgan with the top of the key. His pass intercepted by O'Neal. Cook trying to track him down, and he'll foul him as he gets to the baseline. 2.2 remaining in the half.
Yeah, O'Neal did a nice job there on that penetration by Morgan.
This one will be coming right at you.
Cookie tried to get a hand over there and get on the ball, but stopped easy too. But at the other end, on that, Morgan was penetrating and looked to kick it, and O'Neal read it perfectly and laid off and played the pass. And instead of Wapak getting 2 and cutting it down to 5 or 6, they come down with 2 seconds to go.
O'Neal puts those 2 in as this shot will be off the mark, and the first half will come to an end. A strong first half for the Shawnee Indians as they take a lead to the locker room. You're watching high school basketball on Game Face, Ohio.
Combine internet, telephone, and cable, and what do you get? Big savings. That's right. With TSC's bundling package, Emerge, you can combine your high-speed internet, telephone, and cable and save lots of money. Watch the convenience emerge, watch the great service emerge, and watch your savings emerge. So call today and bundle all of your services with the local company you know and trust, TSC.
TSC. Give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Call TSC.
Owen Kitchen and Bath Showroom has been family owned and operated since 1990. We can help you from start to finish with your entire project. Let one of our professional designers put the final touches on your project. Owen Kitchen and Bath now has 2 showrooms to better serve you in Wapakoneta and Lima. Owen Kitchen and Bath, cabinetry that will take your breath away at prices that won't.
halftime here at Wapakoneta High School Gymnasium. And there you see the score. The Indians on top of the Redskins, 37-24. Strong shooting by the Indians early. Rick set them up. Mostly though, strong second chance points.
Right, early on especially, they were getting all kinds of offensive rebounds and loose balls, and they just came out ready to play, and I don't think Wapak was ready to play. I think they talked about being ready, but I think maybe they were a little shocked at the way Shawnee was playing, shooting the ball well, getting all the rebounds, you know, and then they started looking to each other. You saw that out there a little bit. And so I think Coach Selby is probably tried to wake them up, first of all. And also I think you'll see a much more aggressive Redskin team this second half, because they got to match the intensity that Shawnee came at them in the first half with.
Now, I was impressed by the Shawnee defense in the first half. They showed a lot of quicks.
Yes, they took advantage of all the mistakes Wapak was making, and you know, basically they went out and pressured their shooters and their ball handlers, and like I say, that first quarter, all the baskets, all the points came right at the basket, which isn't bad. But when you only get 4 or 5 shots down there, it's not enough, you know.
Right. Now in the second half, the Redskins obviously are going to have to get some stops. What can they do to make the second half go better?
Well, they just can't. First thing they can control screening out. They've got to not let Shawnee get 2 or 3 attempts at each time they have the ball. They've got to get them screened out and give them 1 shot, if that. And then they've got to make sure that they get out on those shooters at the same time. They shot a lot of 3s, Shawnee, which leads to long rebounds. That's okay. But you still got to get out there on those shooters. Those 2 things, get on the shooters, take care of the basketball at half court so Shawnee don't get those easy ones, and screen out.
Right. All right, we'll take you to the second half with highlights from the first half. We'll be back with the tip-off, or rather the start of the second half, right after this. You're watching high school basketball on Game Face Ohio.
Sure, you don't need a set-top box to watch cable, but without one, you're not getting everything your TV has to offer. Add a set-top box from TSC to your television and get more channels. Get a channel guide that tells you all about the shows. Run multiple devices through one universal remote, and you can even add DVR and HD channels. Get everything your TV has to offer with a set-top box. Call TSC and ask for your set-top box today.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Strength is about so much more than the body. It's about being together, serving, sharing, and caring for those around us. It's about keeping score in the heart rather than on a scoreboard. Be a part of a community that builds more than your body. At the Wapakoneta Family YMCA.
Back here for the start of the second half with the Indians on top, 37-24. And the Redskins will set to the task of trying to trim this lead. Shawnee will have the ball to start the second half, and O'Neal will take the inbound pass. Henderson applying some pressure as he brings it up court. Looks like the same starters for both teams on the court, with the exception of Fox out there for Shawnee. O'Neal with it on the right. Takes a dribble to the center of the court and then dishes off to Bowersock, who tries the three from the left side. It's not there. And the rebound collected by Good. And Morgan will be fouled as he makes a move toward half court. Foul going to be called on Austin Bowersock.
Since about the 5-minute mark of the second quarter, Adam Henderson stepped out and took O'Neal and shut him down. He didn't get much in that last possession. He didn't get anything. They came up with a 3-point attempt. The Redskins stopped them, and now they got a score.
Crawford will try the jumper. Not there, and Tucker with the board. Tucker with a nice bounce pass and a move to the hoop by Brock, up and good.
Yeah, that possession there wasn't real good for the Skins. They got back, but they didn't locate anybody. And when you're going back, you have to locate people and keep that layup from happening.
Crawford back it in, he banks it in. Good move by Crawford to pick up 2 there. That's his first bucket of the night. Here's O'Neal to the hoop. Can't get it to fall, and Crawford with the board. Morgan pushes it up. Dishes, right side. Move into the hoop by Good, and he has the bucket. That's his first bucket of the night.
Redskins pushed it up there and did a nice job. Shawnee didn't locate.
Tucker with it on drive to the baseline. His shot up is good, and he draws a foul. Fouled by Crawford on the baseline. Here you see it again.
I think Crawford was committed the foul, but if he did a nice job coming over to help, but then he kind of leaned into him. If he'd have just stood there and took a charge, would have went the other way.
Tucker gets his 3 points. He now has 6 on the night. Mets with it. Morgan thought about the 3. Gets shut off on the baseline drive by Brock and then has that ball poked away. It'll go out of bounds off of Shawnee. Henderson with the inbound to Morgan. Good takes a dribble. His pass over the center. They ended up in the hands of Henderson for the 3. His shot is no good. And a rebound for Brock. There's a jumper by Tucker, up and good. And Tucker looks like he's starting to get things figured out.
Yeah, he did a nice job those last 2 possessions. Got to move your feet, get on him, move your feet, and contest the shot.
Henderson in the lane, has that one tipped away, but ends up in the hands of Metz, who goes underneath to Crawford, who gets the easy bucket off the glass.
Nice pass, good finish.
Seems like the Redskins are making a serious effort to get the ball inside to Crawford now. Fox's shot, no good off the bottom of the backboard. The rebound to Henderson. Kicks to Morgan in the corner, out top to Good. Good with the drive, nice dish to Crawford. He finds some room and gets another bucket.
Yeah, they don't have an answer for Crawford down there. We just continue to do that till they stop it, but we got to get a couple stops here.
Tucker will try the 3 from the right, and he got it.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's 3 possessions in a row Tucker scored.
He now has 11. And Tucker's starting to light it up. Good out top to Henderson in the lane. He gets shut off. Back outside to Good. Tries the 3. It won't go. O'Neal with the board, and then he's going to draw the foul.
Over aggressiveness there by Henderson.
Good checks out of the game as Zach Schmerge checks in, so that'll give the Redskins a little more size on the court. Into the ball game for Shawnee is William Brown. O'Neal pushes it up left side, runs into Schmergy, throws up the off-balance jumper. It's no good, but the rebound and the putback by Gaffer.
There again, Shawnee just being real aggressive, going to the glass.
It's the biggest lead of the night for the Indians. And 49-32, Schmergy into the lane. His shot no good off the side of the backboard, but he gets a foul from Brown. Brown just into the game, picks up his first foul quickly. Schmergy at the line, drops in the first one. Into the game for the Redskins, Sam Heingardner. He will give Crawford a break. And Schmergy hits them both. Tucker in the corner, tries another three. It's off the mark. Rebound, Heingardner. He pushes it up the center of the court. Kicks at the Mets. Can't handle it. It'll go out of bounds over to the Indians.
Yeah,
Pass was a little low.
Yeah, a little, the right idea, but just had to, he didn't look to score. He looked to pass the whole way, and then not a good thing, but he did on the other end do a heck of a job of screening out and getting that rebound.
O'Neal pushes it up the center of the court. He lost that ball temporarily, got it back, and put it up and in.
Wow, he was headed to the basket.
He doesn't waste time getting down the court. He moves. Morgan with it, outside. Metz tries the three. It's not there. Rebound for Shawnee up court, and Brock can't get the jam. And they're whistling for the infraction there.
The ball was interfered with while it was on the cylinder. Was the signal there by
so there's another look at that one. Brock's been trying to put the jam in all night. Metz backing in, now looking for help. Dishes, Sam Heingardner tries the jumper, and he got it, right side of the lane.
Sam can score.
Shawnee is relentless, was pushing this ball up court. Tucker with it underneath will be fouled as he takes that jumper.
Yeah, what's happening now is Shawnee's starting to beat him back down the floor. What's happening on the wall puck shot, the Redskins are getting in there trying to rebound. But then when Shawnee gets the rebound, they're attacking the rebounder. And that's leaving that fast break as that 3-on-1 opportunity the other end. The Shawnee's pretty good at getting it out of there quick.
A baker's dozen for Tucker now, as he's had an explosive third quarter. Schmergy backing in. He's got double coverage, but he's able to break through. His shot won't fall, though, and the Indians come back with it. Tucker looking for an outlet. He dribbles into the lane, kicks left side, three ball on the way, in and out. Morgan pushes it up court for the Redskins. To Heingardner, who tries a long jumper. It's not there, and a foul going to be called. Well, Heingardner has had an impact since coming into this game. He's got a pair already, and he'll go to the stripe. Heingardner drops that one in. Aaron Huffman into the ball game for the Redskins, and Fox back into the game for Shawnee. Heingardner can't hit the second foul shot, so Shawnee will get the rebound and push it back up court. O'Neal into the lane. He is versatile. Morgan into the lane, kicks it back out to Heingardner. He drives baseline. His shot no good. Schmergy there with the putback.
Keep attacking the rim and got to get down and try to get some stops.
Rock in the lane, kicks to the right side. 3-ball up, no good. And good hustle there by Schmergy to take that ball away from Fox. And then a foul right in front of the Shawnee bench as Henderson hits the deck. I believe that foul's going to go on Gaffer. Yeah, there you see Gaffer get his feet tangled up.
Yeah. Well, you're looking around down there like they got, I guess there's a little wet spot on the floor they took care of.
Morgan. Over to Henderson, who hands it off to Huffman. His shot up and good. Shawnee will slow things down a little bit here as their lead is down to 14. Under a minute to play, third quarter. Over to Fox. Fox dishes, and they get to Tucker on the baseline. His shot is not there. Heingardner will bring it up court for the Redskins. He finds some open space, can't get it to fall. He had a good look at it. Brock with a dish to Tucker. His shot no good. Fox tried to get the board. It's slapped away by Schmergy, and Henderson comes away with it. Now just 24 seconds to play third quarter. Tucker with his steal. To the other end. His shot no good and a foul.
Body foul on Henderson.
And for Henderson, that's foul number 3.
Look for the coach to get him out and give him a rest. He's really playing hard, as is Morgan.
Morgan and Heingardner check out as Bruns and Good get back into the game for the Redskins. Also back in is Metz. He will replace Henderson.
I thought Sam Heingardner did a nice job off the bench there, trying to make things happen. What I was impressed with was defensively, he's very sound, screened out, did what he has to do down there.
Brayshock is back into the game for the Indians as well. And a foul called as O'Neal drives the baseline and makes contact with Aaron Huffman. Looks like he ran into Zach Schmergy before he got up to Mr. Huffman. So foul on Schmergy, that's his second. There you see Coach Triplett in his first season as the head man over at Shawnee. His father is on the bench over there, Rick.
Yeah, I saw that. That's kind of a neat thing.
Good tries the 3. As time expires, it won't go. And after 3 quarters of play, the Indians in control here in Wapakoneta. You're watching high school basketball on Game Face Ohio.
College is getting more and more expensive, and the students of Wapakoneta need help now more than ever to make college more affordable. There has been an organization who has given more than $500,000 in scholarships since 1972, and 19 students in the graduating class of 2013 received a total of $13,000 thanks to your generous contributions. They administer scholarships funded by local organizations. This organization used to be called Dollars for Scholars, but has changed its name to the Wapakoneta Community Scholarship Fund. The fund is asking you to write a tax-deductible donation of $25 or more to provide scholarships for students at Wapakoneta High School. If you want to invest in the future of our city and country, please support the Wapakoneta Community Scholarship Fund. The future is in our students' hands.
Back here at Wapakoneta High School Gymnasium. And the Indians with a 56-41 lead over the Redskins in the final regular season game before the tournament starts.
Look for this quarter to be wild. Redskins have got to go all out defensively. Shawnee's playing loose and free, confident.
Huffman in the lane, his shot won't go. Rebound for Shawnee, and O'Neal down the center of the lane, his shot isn't there. Runs with the rebound. Metz has it, dribbles into the lane. His shot blocked, and he touched that one as he was trying to get back into bounds at that play. Rick, for Shawnee, the majority of the playing time has been made up by about 7 different players. Now, the Redskins have gone a little deeper into the bench than Shawnee, but this Shawnee team plays an up-tempo game. These guys are in good shape.
Oh, they are in very good shape.
Brayshock will try the 3, and he drains it from the left corner.
They just keep running, and they've settled into this little 2-3 zone down here. Try to stop some of the penetration and stop the inside scoring for the Redskins.
3 on the way for the Skins. It's not there. Rebound Henderson. Kicks it out to Good. 7 minutes to play. Crawford on the baseline. Got it inside, and it's up and good. So for Crawford, he has 8. All of those points coming here in the second half. O'Neal with a bounce pass to the baseline. It'll go out of bounds. I think he was looking for Brock on that pass. Heights checks out of the game as Tucker comes back in for the Indians. Morgan draws triple coverage as the Indians have not let up defensively. Runs nearly lost that one out of bounds, but is able to corral it. Metz into the lane, draws the foul, gets the bucket.
Good strong move by Metz there.
We got Brock up in the air. The foul goes on Brock. For him, that's 2 fouls to go with 8 points tonight. Great job by the guys in the truck with the replays and the camera work tonight. We've had some good looks.
They're on their game, aren't they?
They are. Just in time for the season to be over. Timeout on the court. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. 59-46 in favor of the Indians. As we're just getting started here in the 4th quarter. Each team with 5 fouls, though. So that may play a factor going down the way.
I think the Redskins are going to try to press here and try to get some steals, create some turnovers, but you know, it's going to be tough because all the Shawnee kids handle the ball pretty well, and they're all pretty quick. And they do a nice job of passing the basketball, too.
We have our upcoming schedule for tournament broadcasts, and we'll start tomorrow night as we'll have girls high school basketball for you from Spencerville, as the Redskins will take on Elida. That ball game gets underway at 8 o'clock in Spencerville tomorrow night. We'll have that game for you. And then we have boys high school basketball on the 25th, a doubleheader over at Lima Senior, as St. Mary's will play Shawnee, and the Redskins will take on Salina in back-to-back ball games over at Lima Senior. Missed by Brock, but he's able to get it back. His second shot is no good. So those 2 ball games that we'll do on the 25th. The St. Mary's game will air at 11 o'clock, and the Wapak game will follow that. So
Skins need to get a score here.
Morgan will inbound, looking for help. Lobs it to Henderson. Metz has it top of the key. Over to Morgan for the 3, and he got it.
Better knock one down.
The lead is dropped down to 10 now.
Plenty of time at this point. We just got to get a stop.
O'Neal with it, left side. He takes a dribble into the lane, kicks it to Fox, who puts it off the glass for 2.
They sent a double team over there. They tried to double team O'Neal, and they let him out of the double team. And
Metz
nice
with
move.
a drive to the baseline,
Nice
would not
move.
be denied.
Another 30-second timeout, I believe.
Metz with that bucket gives him 11.
2 good exchanges there, you know, the Skins score and Shawnee capitalized as well. If you're going to double team the ball, you got to stop the ball, you know, and they went to double teaming down at the other end defensively, and they let him out of that double team, and then it's 2-on-1 under the basket, and O'Neal's really hard to guard, first of all.
Rick, what prompted this particular timeout? Because it looked like Redskins came out of that last timeout, did some things effectively. You don't often see another timeout called
Well,
so
I think
quickly.
he was upset with the defense.
Okay.
Because it looked like defensively, you know, he called that timeout. I thought they were going to press, and they went back into a zone, it looked like, or whatever. But and Shawnee was kind of holding it out there, and then I don't think they were organized on what they wanted to do defensively. And I think that's why he called the timeout.
Well, a 10-point lead for the Indians. This is as close as the Redskins have been in quite a while.
Got a holding call on Henderson trying to deny the ball inbounds. Henderson's 4th foul, I believe.
That'll prompt a substitution, as Aaron Huffman will come into the game, replacing Henderson. And Henderson has been a weapon for the Redskins tonight. He has 11 points. O'Neal pushes it up court. He draws the double team here, and it creates a turnover as Huffman comes away with it. And a whistle and a foul, and it looks like they're going to get O'Neal with that one.
Huffman's length, he's 6'4", 6'5", and O'Neal tried to throw a pass over top of him and did a nice job and deflected it. And then I think it was, who'd they call that foul on?
Well, they have Fox's number flashing up there, but he wasn't in the vicinity, so
yeah,
they're going to change that.
Huffman deflected and got the steal, and somebody grabbed his jersey.
Huffman can't get the first one, but Crawford is there with the board. He'll go back up with it. He's fouled. His shot will not drop, but Brock picks up the foul. That's his 3rd. There you see he got Brock in the air.
Had to knock these free throws down. 5 minutes to go. 10-point game. Redskins are in the 2 fouls away from the double bonus.
Got to get these fouls with the clock stop, though. Or got to hit these shots with the clock stop if you're going to overcome a 10-point deficit. And neither one of those falls for Crawford. Gapper will push it up court for the Indians. Has it near the center circle. Cook back into the game for the Redskins. And work it over to O'Neal on the left side. Underneath to Brock in the lane. He's going to dribble it back outside.
Redskins looking to double team, and they're just...
Now Vernon throws that one up off the glass. It's no good. And the inbound save by Gapper. It'll go back to the Indians, but then Brock is fouled going in for that shot. Well, we see a lot of contact by Cook. Shot by Brock is up and good. Couple of subs for the Redskins as Henderson comes back in along with Good. Huffman and Cook will sit down. Vernon exits for the Indians as Fox comes back in.
Got to knock those free throws down here. Like Shawnee makes their 2. We miss. Huffman and Crawford missed 2, and Huffman missed 1. Got to knock them down.
The lead is back out to 12 for the Indians. Morgan tries to drive. He'll pull up for the jumper. It won't go. Rebound Brock. Brock draws the double team over to O'Neal, into the corner, and Fox. Back into the lane to Brock. He lost the handle on it temporarily. That ball poked away from O'Neal, but he gets it back. Brock with a move to the baseline, dishes to Fox across the lane. He can't find the hoop. And a timeout going to be called by Shawnee's bench with 3:40 left in this game.
I think this is full timeout.
We'll take a timeout as well. The Indians with the lead here in here in Wapakoneta in the fourth quarter. You're watching boys high school basketball on Game Face Ohio.
This is man's greatest invention, the Whole House DVR from TSC. You'll never miss a second of your favorite program again because you can pause a show in one room and play it back in another, even while you're recording it. You watch different shows at the same time and pause, fast forward, and rewind from any set. You can even pause live TV. Man's greatest invention, the Whole House DVR from TSC. Just maybe not woman's greatest invention.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
When you see an orange truck, you think G.A. Windsor & Son Company. But the next time you see an orange G.A. Windsor & Son truck, we want you to think green. Why green? Because G.A. Windsor & Son are the original recyclers. Using a modern fleet of trucks, G.A. Windsor & Son Company collects food co-products from restaurants, food retailers, and food manufacturers in Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, and Kentucky. These food co-products are used to manufacture quality livestock and pet care feed ingredients. So the next time you see an orange G.A. Windsor & Son truck, think green.
Back here in Wapakoneta, the Indians with a 63-51 lead here in the fourth quarter. Redskins looked like they had some things figured out there, Rick. They got that lead down to 10, but they weren't able to hold it there.
Right, they were able to get it down inside and score inside, and they hit a couple threes. But then Shawnee was able to hang in there. They're trapping now. We're trying to trap, get a steal, and Shawnee's just doing a great job keeping the floor spaced.
O'Neal with the move to the hoop, and he has two more.
There's another example. He's just hard to guard. When you attack him to double team him, you got to stay low and move your feet, not to let him out of that.
Crawford backing in. His shot is no good. It will go out of bounds, and looks like it went off of the Redskins, so it will go over to the Indians here. Schmergy back into the game, along with Huffman. Long lob down court. And Gaffer on the receiving end of a hard foul from Schmergy.
Calling that an intentional foul. Difficult to tell if you're going for the ball. Officials talking to him about.
So Gaffer can't hit the first foul shot. There was a significant amount of contact there.
Right. There's Shawnee again against the full court press. They have sent that guy deep. I always like to have someone deep against a full court press because it doesn't allow you defensively to just leave all 5 of your players up here and defend. And they looked for it. They're pretty well coached. I'll give them credit.
Gaffer takes the inbound pass, but it'll go off his hand and out of bounds. So a turnover there for the Indians. Fox will check back into the game. He gives Vernon a break. Vernon has been limited because of the fouls that he picked up in the first half, so he's seen his playing time cut a little bit here. Henderson backing in. Off the glass, it's not there. And we got
wipeout.
At Vernon there, as he came right into the bench here.
All right, all right.
I think you're getting a standing ovation.
Standing ovation. That's good effort.
There you go.
That's the kind of effort we like to have.
get some hazard pay.
I love it. Get involved. Getting involved in the action. That's what's nice about Wapakoneta. You can sit right down on the floor and get ran over.
Metz with the move to the hoop. It's not there. Schmerge puts it back up and in. The lead is 13 for the Indians. O'Neal with a nice save, kicks it back into Fox. And now a foul going to be called as Tucker made some contact with Metz.
Redskins are playing with some intensity now and some aggressiveness, you know, and I know that's hard to consistently do, but that's the way you have to play. I mean, if you're going to take it to the next level, you have to play that way, all 5 people, and do it under control.
Right. Now, if you could take one thing away from O'Neal's game tonight, it might be the fact that he's a little bit out of control sometimes with his move to the hoop.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, he's got some skill for a sophomore.
Right.
He's definitely one of the best sophomores I've seen this year.
68-53, the Indians building on their lead. Metz makes a move to the hoop. It's not there. Henderson with the board, and he's fouled.
Good aggressive move by Henderson, getting that offensive rebound.
So the Indians will inbound, and O'Neal will take the inbound pass. 2:20 remaining in the game. O'Neal's lob pass poked out of bounds by Henderson. Tucker with it. They'll give it over to Gaffer, who drives the baseline, hits the deck, and gets the bucket.
Good finish. Good, strong play.
Good concentration by Gaffer.
A little late recovering by Metz there to get over and try to help out.
Fox back into the game, giving Vernon a break. Gaffer can't connect on that one. He's got 9 tonight. Metz makes a move to the baseline, finds some space, puts it off the glass for 2. Timeout going to be taken. And it looks like the Redskins will take this one. Just a 30-second timeout. That's a full timeout. We'll take a break here. Indians with the lead here in the 4th quarter. You're watching high school basketball on Game Face Ohio.
We are state of the art.
We are professional.
Thank you. You're welcome. Have a great day. We are service you can trust.
We are here for you.
With custom fabrication, a variety of roofing options, and exceptional roofing knowledge and expertise, Frost Roofing is committed to providing top-notch quality service on every project. To learn more, visit us online at frost-roofing.com and follow us on social media.
High-speed internet.
TSC offers 5 high-speed internet packages, and we have one that's just right for you, no matter how much or how little you use the internet.
24/7 free local technical support, and if you require a service call, you'll be pleased to know that we keep our appointments.
Bundle your high-speed internet with your phone and cable and save big money with our Emerge plan.
Ask about high-speed internet from TSC today.
Give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Call TSC.
Back here in the 4th quarter, the Indians with a 15-point edge. Just under 2 minutes to play in this ball game. And not the kind of finish to the season that the Redskins were hoping for, but the season starts anew on Tuesday night as the tournament bracket gets underway. Foul on Metz as he connects with O'Neal as O'Neal moving toward the hoop. He has not slowed down a bit. There you see O'Neal coming toward the hoop. There's the contact with Metz.
It's like the Energizer Bunny. He just keeps on going.
Yep. Brown back into the game for the Indians as Bruns checks back in for the Redskins. Foul shot by O'Neal. Both of them are up and good. Henderson thought about the three, had it poked away temporarily by Brock, and then slapped and taken away by Tucker. This Shawnee defense is just really tough. They have made things difficult for the Wapakoneta offense all night long.
Yeah, they're the type of team that you can take advantage of because they're not real strong. But if you're sloppy and you play with that ball outside your strong area, in other words, you take that ball and extend it with your arms and you throw passes out there, that's to their advantage. But if you bring it into your chest and you use and play strong basketball inside with it, you can get good shots against them. And the Wapak kids they're going to learn it, but they just haven't learned how to take care of that basketball. It's a very valuable thing, each possession.
Metz into the lane, he has that one.
Just like that there, that was an excellent move. But he had the ball within him, within his body, and he was strong with it. He comes in, brought in there strong, kind of let it go out to the side at the end, but they'll learn.
Metz gets that one to rattle home. Heights just into the game, will inbound it for the Indians, and O'Neal will bring it up court. He lobs it up court to Tucker. Tucker with a move to the hoop, it's not there. Brown with the rebound, his shot no good. Gets his own board, draws a foul and gets the bucket. William Brown with the bucket, his first points of the night. There you see the contact. He was fouled by Huffman. Now they're going to give that foul to Henderson, and that's his fifth, so he'll have to exit the game. Good will check into the game as Henderson has a seat with the 5 fouls. And Brown will step to the line to try and complete the three-point play. He does. Morgan tries the long three. It's not there. It'll go out of bounds. So the Indians will get yet another chance with the ball here. A couple of more subs. Checking into the game for the Redskins is Will Heingardner. And into the game for Shawnee, Justin Peak. Peak underneath on a Muse, kicks it back out to Peak. His shot is not there. Up court and a lot of contact there. That ball is all over the place. Anamuse with it on the ground, now picked up by Keaton Metz. He makes a move to the hoop, draws the foul from Brown, and will get the bucket to fall. Metz with 16 points tonight. Try to add to that total here. There you see the shot by Metz. Did a good job getting that contact.
Well, hopefully this this game, the way it was played and the way it came about, the effort that Shawnee started out with, and the lack of focus that Wapak started out with, the kids in Wapak are really getting after it this last quarter. And I think you just take that and you say, okay, you have a choice. You come out like you did in the tournament, like we did tonight, and play like you did the first half, or you can come out and bust it. I mean, really get down and play together and see what happens in the tournament. Because they've got some skilled kids. They just gotta all play hard with a purpose and a focus.
Brown on the baseline puts it off the glass for 2. Brandon Huff in the lane, throws it up and in. That will be the final bucket of the ball game. The final score here tonight. The Shawnee Indians come away with their win by a final score of 79-63. We'll be back to wrap this one up. You're watching high school basketball on Game Face Ohio.
Owen Kitchen and Bath Showroom has been family owned and operated since 1990. We can help you from start to finish with your entire project. Let one of our professional designers put the final touches on your project. Owen Kitchen and Bath now has 2 showrooms to better serve you in Wapakoneta and Lima. Owen Kitchen and Bath, cabinetry that will take your breath away at prices that won't.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Just call on TSC. Part of your community. TSC. It's as easy as it can be.
Telephone, TV, internet too. We make it all so easy for you. Locally owned, fast service and more. We've got what you're looking for.
TSC. Give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Call TSC.
Welcome back to Wapakoneta High School Gymnasium, where tonight the Shawnee Indians came to town and did a number on the Redskins by a final score of 79-63. And Rick, before we get too far, I mean, I know a lot of people watch this and they think, you know, we're isolated, we don't come in contact with the game very much, but not so tonight. And we have some footage of just how close to the action we can really get.
Yeah, it was I thought it was a charge. I thought I got charged. I got a charge call.
But you took it like a champ.
That's right. I was ready to go.
And an ovation from the crowd as well afterwards.
Yeah.
Very nice. Now, back to the actual game. The Indians came out fast-paced. They came out shooting well. That's what they were hoping to do from the very beginning. And that lead that they built early was really the difference in the game, because in the second half, they only outscored the Redskins by a score of 42-39.
Right. Well, when you get that big of a lead that early, it takes a lot of energy to come back. And against Shawnee tonight, tonight Shawnee was a very good team.
Right.
They played well. I mean, they got energy going early. They got all the loose balls and the things that you got to get to win, and extra rebounding, and they were playing well, and the Skins weren't ready to go.
Right.
And then the Skins finally figured out the intensity it takes and the energy it takes to be successful. And hopefully they'll take that with them into this first tournament game next week.
Right. Well, fortunately now everybody gets to reset. You have, and like you said, that they've shown that they can play with that intensity.
Oh, yeah.
Now they just need to have it from opening tip.
Yep, they can do it. I'm looking forward to seeing them play next week.
They will have a test in the first round of the tournament, because they will take on Salina in that opening game, so they'll be tested right away.
And they felt they played against Salina over at Salina pretty well. And that was maybe the first time this year they played a really good team and found out they could compete. Now they get to go back to that same team and see what they can do.
Well, Coach Selvey has been happy with the progression that his team has made through the course of the season, and right now is the time that you want to be at your best. So
right, and I think they're ready to go. You know, last thing real quick, Morgan's an experienced returning letterman, and I thought he really got into it in the fourth quarter too. And Metz and Henderson, those three kids have got to take that intensity, and in between now and the tournament game, they've got to take their team aside and say, hey, we can do this, and let's go do it.
Right.
Coaches can talk and do all they want to do, but the kids got to do it themselves when the time comes. I'd like to see that happen.
Well, we're glad that you came out of that incident unscathed.
I'm ready to go.
All right. We'll be back with more action tomorrow night as we have girls high school basketball from Spencerville for you. St. Mary's and Elida and Wapakoneta tomorrow from Spencerville. We want to thank our camera operators, Jim Miller, Dylan Locke, Jordan Minning, and Tony Perro, our replay technician, John Peak, and our director, Todd Ukram. For Rick Bowersock, I'm Dan Hirn. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Again, the final score was the Shawnee Indians 79 and the Redskins 63. You've been watching high school basketball on Game Face Ohio.